Greetings, friends. It's Pat at Dancing Moon Travel with another episode of Let's Talk Travel, where we just are excited to have you here. And also, if you missed the live presentation or are just joining us on an instant replay after we air this, welcome to you as well. We're delighted to have you on board. We are doing something very special for the month of August, featuring one of the globe's most incredible destinations. No place that you can go that is better than Greece. And it has been so popular. With us this evening, we have our very special guest, Jodi Lubin and Makis Xenatos. And we're going to be providing an insider glimpse of how travel advisors plan our client experiences. You see, Island Destinations, which Jodi is with, is not available to book direct. They work only with Travel Advisor, one of our favorite providers to work with for many years. And we love them because not only are they fabulous and provide amazing customer service and experiences, but they also are extremely discriminating about the properties that they offer. They handpick and vet each and every hotel and resort and experience. They are just the best of the best destination partners in the entire world. So they have just added Greece as a destination that we are able to book with them. And so we are very excited to be able to now book this iconic destination through Island Destinations. And they are working, well, let me just introduce them first. We have, we have Jodi Lubin, who is with Island Destination, Director of Strategic Sales, and from Greece, feet on the ground, Makis Xenatos from Tour Greece, their in-country ground operator right there on the ground. And we are so happy to welcome you guys to Let's Talk Travel. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us. We're very happy to be here.
Well, we are so happy to be featuring Greece with you guys. And Jodi, can you just start off? Well, let's start with both of you. Just Jodi, you start, but just give us a very quick glimpse of your history and how you got in the travel business and what you do. Jodi, why don't you start us off?
Sure. I got into the travel business quite a while ago, over 30 years ago. As a fluke, really, I was an international business major specializing in French, and I started working for Meridian Hotels, which was owned by Air France. So from there, it was an unbelievable company to work for. I worked with them for 15 years. Then I had my own sales and marketing, representing some fabulous properties throughout the Caribbean. And then I went to work for another wholesaler, which is where I had met Makis almost 20 years ago. And 14 years ago, I had a wonderful opportunity to join Island Destinations. And it's really been a fabulous 14 years there. It's a great company, and we work with the most wonderful advisors in the travel industry. So I feel very fortunate. And of course, I'm so excited that we've now added Greece into our portfolio. It's our first venture into Europe. And we're thrilled to be working with Tour Greece and with Makis.
So Makis, tell us about your.
Well, I started and I've been in the travel business for over 30 years myself. I was working for a wholesaler and a retailer as well. I've been on both sides of the business, and I work for cruise lines, and that's where I met Jodi. We worked together off and on for many years. I've worked also for different providers, so I'm familiar with your agency, Pat, so I know how it works and how picky you are. And we're thrilled to be working as of last year by a conversation I had with with Island Destinations, and we are thrilled to be working with them. And pretty much we were thrilled to create programs just for them. And we're very, very thrilled that Greece this year has exponentially welcoming Americans to the point that we have. It's the only USA. It's the only country that has had such a tremendous growth in Greece that we have that from 22,000 seats per week that we had in 2019 to 2020. We don't even talk about. This year we have 40,000 seats per week.
That
So you
is
can imagine
amazing.
the demand that we have for Greece this year. So also, I just found out for Google Analytics before I came here, I just did a little research that Greece for US travelers, leisure travelers, according to USA Today Traveling, is #1 in Google searches.
That is not surprising me because I am getting so many inquiries on Greece. It's just people are really high interest level. Before we dive in on this totally, Jodi, I wonder if you could just give us a little bit a synopsis of why do we work with island destinations instead of just going out and booking direct with properties and things? Why do we turn to you to get those seamless packages for our clients? You guys are just the most highly respected, preferred providers in the business, and just share a little bit about why we work with you rather than booking direct.
Sure. I think that two of the most reasons and two that are really stand out, one is our high touch service and one is our expertise. So we realize, there's so much product in the world. And although we do specialize in all sea, sun, and sand destinations around the world, so we kind of have our own niche, we make sure that our destination specialists are completely hands-on, and they are really consultative sellers. They are not order takers. So amongst all of them, they've been to every destination and resort that we sell. And of course, Greece will be the next one that we'll be visiting because, again, as Maki said, we're in talks, and we were supposed to unveil this fabulous addition to our collection last year, and we all know how that went. So now that we can travel again, we will be sending some of our team to Greece. But barring that, all the other destinations and properties, again, we don't sell anything we haven't seen. So when one of our travel advisors comes to us, if they're new to the industry or they haven't been, we're able to give them all the information and confidence to be able to match that perfect vacation experience for their clients. And again, we know that as an advisor, you can't be everywhere, but you want to make sure that your client are going to have the experience of a lifetime. And you'll always have that when you're working with us.
Absolutely, and the service that you guys provide is nothing beyond stellar. Love working with you guys. Makis, what about you? You're right there in Greece. You're actually on vacation yourself now, and you're talking with us from your vacation. We so appreciate that. You with somebody who's right there, right in the moment now. What's the experience like there, and what do you think it is about Greece that is drawing travelers in so much right now?
Well, I'll give you my perspective from the point of a client, and especially what a client from island destinations would receive. First of all, when somebody is met at the airport, it's going to have their name, somebody from our company, which is going to have an Island Destinations logo with the name of the client. It's going to be met with somebody who speaks perfect English. The person is going to help the client with the luggage. It's going to breeze them to customs, waiting on an air-conditioned van with an English-speaking driver. The person who is meeting them is going to give them their number 24/7, sit with the client all the way to their first hotel, give them all the vouchers and explain exactly what they have to do and explain them day by day what their itinerary is going to be. And I'm proud to say that the company that I work for and I represent can do anything in Greece. And today I did something that I'm here with friends. We organized a day trip to Delphi, which is one of the most beautiful sites in Greece. And it's the Oracle of Delphi, and it was a private trip, and it was four of us, and it was a magnificent trip. It was a private car with an air-conditioned car, and with a guide that was super knowledgeable. And it was we escaped all the crowds. We were before everybody there. We had perfect knowledge. So this is what our service is all about, and this is what Island Destination is going to provide you. Our hotels are handpicked. Our hotels, I mean, our company provided service to 250,000 Americans in 2019. So you can understand our buying power. We have excellent rates. We have the best hotels. And when I mean 250,000, it's North Americans. So we know what North American clients want. We know that they want ice in their cokes. We know that they want ice in their rooms. We know how important things like that are. I mean, you laugh, but it's
It's in
little things
those
that matter.
details. Yes.
It's those details,
Exactly.
and I know the CEO of Island Destination how particular she is about things like that, and we are actually going to work with little details like that. Another detail is that when we are going transferring people from island to island, we just don't let them astray from island to island. There's going to be somebody picking them up in Santorini in port, be with them all the way to their hotel, give them their number. In case there is a delay due to weather, it's going to explain to them what they have to do, what there is to do. We're not going to let the client waiting in the middle of in the port, in the ferry, in the hot sun, the 80-degree weather. So it's little things like that that are very important.
Yeah.
So
And it
constant.
is, it really is important. A lot of travelers when they go to Europe, they're there for the first or second time. They're halfway
Mhm,
across the world. They're nervous and they don't speak the language, so the hand holding and the service and somebody being there, that is priceless. It's a seamless experience, and you guys add that security, and they always know that they're just a phone call away from if they have a question or an issue, they're just one phone call away
mhm.
from having that resolved for them. uh, Makis, what would you say? What kind of travelers who should have Greece on their bucket list if they don't already? What kind of travelers would you say need to visit Greece?
Well, anybody from, I mean, I'm here with some people that one of them never been to Europe before, and it's
Wow.
their first overseas trip, and they're fascinated by it. And it's their first overseas trip, and they're fascinated by the hospitality of the people, by the ruins, by the myths, by the food. I mean, last night we had the opportunity, the recommendation of our office of the guide to eat at one of the places pretty much under the Acropolis and with a spectacular view. And because the restaurant it's somebody that we knew through the business, and not because of me, but we do it with all of our clients, they offered us dessert and some sort of a digestive drink. And Greece is a bargain compared to the rest of Europe. It's the whole meal for four with wine and drinks, an appetizer, and also a main dish cost pretty much about not even $100 per couple.
Wow. That is
If you
amazing.
compare that with another, because I'm pretty well traveled, if you can, as I told you, I was working for a major travel company that Jodi and I worked together there. I mean, compared to the rest of Europe, it's really a bargain.
Okay, so
So it's
I
still a
would
bargain.
say honeymooners, romantics, foodies.
Honeymooners, romantics, first timers, people who have cruised in the Greek islands before and want to see something more, first timers to Europe, families, fantastic families. Don't forget that Mickey Mouse sends people there on their own vacations. Families are very well welcomed. The whole country is now handicap friendly, so if somebody is handicapped, all the museums have handicap access. Even the Acropolis has handicap access at
And
this
you
point.
don't find that everywhere in Europe.
No, no, the whole city is now handicap friendly.
That's wonderful.
So
That's great.
Now, what destinations are you guys actually, what's island destinations serving Athens area and what three islands? What islands?
Mykonos,
we
Santorini, Crete, right, Makis?
we serve Mykonos, Santorini, Crete.
Crete
We
and
serve also
Athens.
Paros, Athens, and any other. If any advisor wants to ask us for another island that our clients wants to see, that's the view from my hotel, by the way.
Wow.
Oh my God. Wow.
So let me ask a question, Makis. What about the islands? When you go to are the islands very different when you visit the different islands? Are there more similarities or are they quite different?
They're quite different. Each one has its own personality. Like Santorini, it's this is Mykonos,
Mhm.
which is a very cosmopolitan island, has a vibrant nightlife, great restaurants. This is the island of Hydra, and which is very pretty. It's a traditional Greek island. This is Santorini. It's breathtaking, as you can see, and a lot of cruise passengers just go there for the day. But when the cruise ships go and you watch the sunset, there it's just magnificent. And what we recommend there, it's for the clients, it's the wine tasting. It's We have wine tasting tours on vineyards that you can pre-book because they get booked pretty easy, where they have wine pairings. Cost about $80, and all our advisors at island destinations know about those tours. They are fully commissionable, and they are fantastic. And we offer actual transfer from the hotel and back and forth. So you can see a beautiful view of Crete with the oleanders that grow all over the place.
You really know your islands. You just pop right in there and know exactly. You're not seeing the descriptor there, but you know instantly what we're doing. What about experiential activities, day trips, excursions, and things? You mentioned one of those. Uh, uh, those are frequently the memory makers I find of the trip. Those are the things that people talk about when they get home, or those
Well,
experiences. You guys offer options, right?
we offer tons of options. First of all, it's the in Crete we offer the Palace of Knossos, which is the first civilization in Europe. In Santorini, we offer the wine tasting. We offer sunset cruises in the caldera late in the afternoon, which is a breathtaking. We offer walking tours of Santorini. In Athens, we offer Athens walking tours, Athens food tours that they're wonderful. We offer excursion to Delphi, which is, I would say, almost a full day tour with lunch. It's a highly recommended. It's for families. It's excellent because it's full of myths. Put it this way, what you read in school. And we offer Cape Sunion tours, which are very nice. Temple of Poseidon. Of course, there is the beach, traditional beach holidays, which the crystal clear waters compared to the Caribbean. It's they really, which one is more blue than the other? Believe it or not, it's crystal clear waters. And
Yeah.
in Mykonos, it's just a cosmopolitan island, and a lot of you can see a lot of celebrities there. And the hotels there, most of our hotels are 4 and 5 stars, but even the 4 stars that we use are really nothing more than spectacular.
And that's the island, I think, where people who are really want to be involved in nightlife, and that's a great destination for party
Nightlife,
people.
but in a sort of a quality life nightlife. It's not like a riff-raff night of life with a lot of teenagers drinking beer and getting kind of college kind of nightlife. It's a more of sophisticated nightlife with a beautiful, from restaurants that they are world class, like Japanese, like Nobu steakhouse, to like some spectacular, Japanese Greek fusion food, and which the hotel can recommend. And we also are what I call the person who picks you up and can give you a recommendation ton of restaurants.
Excellent. Now, I frequently recommend when I'm booking Greece for our clients that people start with spending 2 or 3 nights in Athens and then visit one or more of the islands. Do you think that's a good approach for first time visitors?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think it's imminent because it's. I think one of the worst mistake that a lot of advisors do. It's just send people straight to the islands, which is when you do that, it's horrible because between the jet lag and schlepping from one flight to the other, it's a mistake. I always recommend staying at least 1 or 2 nights. Actually, it's adequate, but I would recommend 3 nights in Athens, so you can experience a nice dinner. There are wonderful restaurants. Athens, has cleaned the act much more in the past couple of years. There are wonderful restaurants. I said that already, but the Parthenon itself, it's a wonderful monument. That it's a magnificent sight that it requires half a day to see it, and it's the Acropolis Museum. It's a must.
I really think that if people are traveling halfway around the world, you owe it to yourself to see those famous sites, the history and the things you read about and studied in school that everyone's heard about. Don't miss them while you're there. Take
No,
advantage of the fact that you're there and see them. It will move you in your spirit to see that kind of history and that those ancient structures.
correct.
Uh, you know, I'm always mindful of the clock here because we try to keep on schedule, but I want to highlight a few of the incredible properties because that is a big part of the experience
Of
that
course.
you have when you travel is where you stay. So let's just start off. I've got first a couple of places here from Athens.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's where I am right now, actually.
that okay, you're at the Electra.
Yes, which is a
Stunning.
fantastic
Wow,
hotel. It's a stunning property.
stunning.
Beautiful
Yeah.
rooftop bar.
I mean, how much more gorgeous can you get than that? Here's another Athens property,
Yes.
the Plaza,
Yep. The plaza, the NJV Plaza.
and here
It's a
we
five-star
have
property. Yes.
the rooftop pool at Metropolis.
Met Electra Metropolis. Yes.
Okay, amazing. So,
And we
move.
always get the best rooms on those hotels. We don't get run off the house.
Oh, excellent. That is so amazing. And then looking at Crete, I have one of your fabulous. This was
That's
so
it.
hard, by the way, you guys. You guys sent me dozens and dozens of
That's the
images.
Alunda Mare. Yes.
Yes, and
Beautiful.
it was so hard to select some representative images out of all you sent me. I just tried to uh, send a few. What would you say? This has been Crete. What do you think differentiates Crete from the other islands? How would you
Crete
say?
is the largest island in Greece, and it's actually the sixth largest island in the Mediterranean. So it it's almost to get from one side to the other. It's about 6 7 hours. So it's a
Okay,
pretty large island, and there are so many things to see, from wildlife to ancient ruins to the most spectacular beaches in the world. So
okay,
we highly recommend a car rental.
okay.
And from that particular hotel, we actually offer a half board, which is which means that you can choose lunch or dinner. We recommend dinner because they have spectacular restaurants. And during the day, we recommend 1 or 2 days just to take the car and spin around the island because it's so beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful, and I think that's you know it's not like you're out there. It's more rural. You're not fighting like New York City traffic and some of the
No,
major
no, no,
cities in
no.
Paris and
But by all
so
means, no.
yeah, it would be a comfortable driving experience for most people, I think. And here we have Mykonos
Yes.
and some of the there's something about
The
the property
whitewash, yes.
that just they're so authentically Greek. They're just
And
and
this
the
is a hot tub actually right out of your room.
yes, private hot tub right
Wow.
there for your room.
Beautiful.
It's amazing. Um, this is
A spa, the Santa Marina, yes.
yes. Just can you imagine? Just I mean, listeners, if you just put yourself in this, think about sitting. You could be sitting on that bar stool, enjoying this view. Uh, put yourself in the picture because uh, this is where you could be, and uh, just ask us about it. And I think you could still book literally for 2021. There's still opportunities there.
Absolutely. I mean, in 2021, we see a lot of last minute bookings actually.
Yeah.
And we predict that 2021, we're going to have a very strong September and October. We are going to have a very prolonged season because the season in Greece doesn't stop as the rest of Europe in August. September, October, and even November, especially in Crete and Santorini, are beyond spectacular. The weather is perfect. It's in the 60s. It's wonderful, and there are not too many crowds. So, highly recommend September, October bookings.
So folks, it's not too late. You could be there this fall. And quite honestly, I frequently recommend to my clients September and October for travel to Greece and just avoid the heat of the summertime and the crowds and go for September and October, and it's a great time to travel there. And finally, let's look at Santorini here. I have a few images. I mean, this is iconic Greece.
And this is the cliffside. That's the
And that is a
pool.
swim out pool.
All our properties include breakfast, by the way. And when I say breakfast, I don't mean just a toast and a jelly. It's just a full breakfast. So
Full breakfast. You know, isn't there something about traveling? I'm not a breakfast eater at home, but when I'm traveling, it's like breakfast becomes an essential part of the
hmm
day. I think this was the hardest one for me to contain myself. All of the pictures that you sent, I wanted to look at all of them. I mean, I just wanted to show our listeners because this so quintessential uh,
and
Greece
this
here
is the
to
view.
just
Actually, this is a real view. This is not made up.
that's not some this is real. This is what you could experience if you traveled to Greece, if you stayed at one of these properties in Santorini. That could be you laying there with your private plunge pool. Picture it now, folks. Well, I just that could be your dinner, you know.
Something that I want to bring up this year is, and even for next year, we just found out that we have so many flights this year. We have flights from JFK. We have actually 5 flights from JFK this year, and we have flights from Newark. We have flights from Atlanta. We have flights from DC, Washington, and we have the amount of seats in Philadelphia as well as Chicago. Next year, we heard a rumor that we're going to have also, on top of that, we're going to have Dallas Fort Worth to Athens nonstop, and hint hint, which airline is going to be that. and and also Boston to Athens, which is going to be a Delta new destination,
Wow,
Wonderful, wonderful.
and
that's
So
and
it's
great.
they're going
becoming
to be it's
easier and easier to to
yes.
to get to Greece as a
Greece.
destination. Okay, let's talk. I'm mindful of the clock here, but we've got an elephant in the room with the COVID crisis and the pandemic
I
coming down.
will tell you exactly what it is. Greece has number one, when you enter Greece, you have to fill out a form online, and you get a QR code in your phone, and I'll share it with you if you give me 2 seconds while I'm talking. You get that QR code, and first of all, the whole procedure to enter. I came on a full 777, and I was waiting my friends to come out, and they were among the last to come out. And I have to tell you that the whole procedure took about less than, I would say, less than 10 minutes. Customs, COVID, and everything else. You get a QR code. I don't know if you can see it.
Come over a little bit toward the middle there. There you go, and up a little bit. Okay, we're not seeing it, but that's up there. Yeah. Okay. Good.
It says
All right.
PLF,
Yeah.
and you show that,
PLF, I see that.
and
Yep.
you have to show your vaccine card. So if you're vaccinated, you don't have to worry about the test or anything. You just walk in.
Okay.
If you are not vaccinated, or you just have to show a negative test, rapid test, or any kind of test. Greece has a mandate that when you're inside, you have to wear a mask. Unless you are vaccinated, you show your vaccine card, you don't have to wear a mask. They are very strict about that. All hotels, restaurants, airplanes, ferries, they require a vaccination card or a COVID test. So they're trying to be respectful of the COVID as much as possible. But in general, there is not a serious COVID problem. That's why they did fare well during the COVID crisis. So it's pretty much all the hotel rooms are they have to have the Greek Department of Health stamp before you enter the room. So they are sealed, and they are inspected, and they are disinfected as well.
Excellent.
So
So great
you rest
protocols in
assured,
place.
everything, yes. Also, something else, before you come back to the United States, there are test centers. We give you a list of test centers where you can have it's a 20 euro. The US requires a test, a rapid test or any test. You can take it at the airport. And we give you also some other places in the islands where you can take a test. And so you can have it on your phone before you board your flight. You have to have that test.
And you can do it right there
And
at the airport.
you can do it right at the airport or in any island you are.
So it doesn't get much easier than
Mm-mm,
that, folks. So
no,
Jodi and Makis, thank you so very much for joining us this evening. As you have shared so much just incredible information. I know that you have given our audience a great deal to think about. Hopefully, some of them will be planning their own trip to Greece as a result of this soon. Folks, it couldn't be easier. If you need to contact us, you can't book directly with island destinations, but you can very easily just contact me, and we know how to book all of this. Or you can contact me at Dancing Moon Travel. You can email me, phone me, whatever is easiest for you, and we will get you set up with the most incredible, unforgettable trip experience that you can even imagine. Just reach out to us. Quotes are always with no obligation, and we would love to help you add this incredible destination to trips and lifetime memories. So thanks again, Jodi and Makis. We so
our
appreciate
pleasure.
you. Okay.
Yes,
Bye,
thank you.
everybody.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Makis. Bye.
Thank you, Jodi. Bye bye.